High ticket sales aren't about pressure or persuasion. They come from positioning, clarity, and confident conversations. Today, we're exploring how to confidently sell premium offers without pressure, awkwardness, or overthinking. I'm Enfys Maloney, sales expert, speaker, event host, and multi-award-winning entrepreneur. I share the strategy, mindset, and practical selling know-how to help you turn opportunities into real sales, dependable revenue, and bigger cash months. Welcome to More Than Sales with Enfys. I'm going to make a statement now that I'm going to then completely backtrack on. So stay with me. If you want high ticket sales, this episode is really going to help. I'm going to help you define who, when, and why, and how you can make high ticket sales. So this is my statement. Everybody can sell high ticket. On paper, correct. But it takes nuance, it takes strategy, it takes confidence. There's so much that goes into high ticket sales, and that's what we're going to drill into today. So who can sell high ticket? When can you sell high ticket? Why sell high ticket? And how do you sell high ticket? And who buys high ticket? Why would somebody pay 10 times more for your premium offer rather than go to one of your competitors who does it at a fraction of the price? This is what we're going to understand today, because we have to look at the layers. We have to look at what enables you to sell high ticket and why would your premium buyers choose you. So when we're thinking about high ticket sales, we're not just looking at the sales call. We are not just looking at the script. We are not just looking at that sales call framework. It is much bigger than that. In order for you to sell high ticket, first and foremost, you have to understand and identify the problem your high ticket offer solves. High ticket problems are expensive problems. Your premium client will pay in order to get rid of that problem. What is it that they're paying for? Understand the problem you solve is the first starting point. And nobody pays a premium price tag for a wishy-washy outcome or a vague promise. We need crisp, clear, considered, really confident outcomes to your solution. So people pay to solve problems. But more than that, they also pay for speed. They want to get rid of that problem, not eventually. They want to get rid of that problem fast. They want to tick that off and move on. So premium buyers aren't just buying solutions, they are paying for the speed of that solution. Look at, we can see examples of this everywhere if you start to look at it. You know, airports, they sell a VIP fast track. Alton Towers, you can queue jump by going VIP, you can skip the line. It's the same mentality with your offer. I can collapse time with my VIP clients because I am there beside them, helping them make fast, considered, decisive decisions and actions quickly. It's not just getting the solution, it is the speed of that solution. So have a think about that. Identify the problem you solve and how quickly can you solve it. And then you want to really, really understand your ideal client. So identify the problem, identify the person. Who is this person that will buy your premium offer? You need to know that person like the back of your hand. And I'm going to go through a little 5-step framework with you now, so you can start to get closer to your ideal client. Everybody who works with me will go through this process. So if you're past client, current client, existing client, you will know this well. So I'm going to ask you to help you identify your ideal client. What do they want less of? What do they want more of? Why? Why do they want less of that and more of this? There will be a reason. And now the next one is really, really important and very often overlooked. It's not just what do they want less of, what do they want more of, and why, but why now? What is the trigger point? Why is your solution essential now? It can't be a nice to have. It can't be I could do that later. They're not going to spend thousands of pounds on something that isn't urgent, essential for their next upgrade, identity upgrade, solution. What is it that they are going to have from the work that you do together? And why is it important now? It's very, very normal for clients to think that or prospects to think that their issue or their dream is unique, but actually they're universal. If I look at all of my ideal clients, and I support hundreds of clients with their sales, there is something that unites all of them, and they want to make bigger, better sales now. They don't want to wait. They have been lost and confused in their business long enough, and now is their time. So I invite you to think of, like, what does your ideal client want less of? What do they want more of? Why? And importantly, why now? And then, and lastly, I want you to get really familiar with why not. What are the objections that they're going to give you? What are the reasons, excuses, and delays that they're going to say to you why it's not possible for them? If you can get really familiar with the objections that you expect to hear, you cannot be derailed by those objections. You want to invite those objections. You want to understand your ideal client so you can communicate with your ideal client. And this is not convincing. For high ticket sales, it is never convincing, and always from a place of conviction and confidence. Your solution is going to help them do what? So let me talk to you as well about how I have walked up some of my pricing. I didn't start at the price points that I'm now operating at, and nor will you. You have to be able to walk up your high ticket pricing. So let me tell you about the Elevate Circle. This is my most established mastermind. My business was started in 2021, and I started the Elevate Circle in 2021. And in that September, I launched it for £399. It was £399. And my one-to-one work was £65 an hour. I would charge £65 an hour and £399 for my mastermind. Now, my hourly rate is usually £1,000 an hour. And that same Elevate Circle program, that same Elevate Circle mastermind, although of course it has been innovated and evolved, in principle, it's still there and designed to help you make more sales more comfortably, but it's not £399. 4 or 5 years later, it's £12,000 for 6 months. Over time, I have worked on my pricing strategy. I've worked on my branding. I've worked on my positioning. When people come into my sales Zoom room, where they come onto a sales call or discovery call with me, there's not so much pressure on that discovery call. My brand has done a lot of the work for me. So this is another area that you have to consider. It's your positioning. You can't put all of the weight to close high ticket sales on your sales call alone. It's not going to be strong enough. Your collateral, your brand, your marketing, your social proof, your reputation, your referrals, your stand in the industry will do a lot of your closing for you. So you have to build on your profile. You have to build on your reputation. You've got to have a really robust personal brand and reputation for delivery so you can convert high ticket sales at the price point positioned to where you're at in the market. And as you get bolder, as you become more iconic, as you become a force to be reckoned with in your space, you will command higher prices. And as your status goes up and your speed of delivery goes down, and as the results that come for your high ticket VIP premium sales and clients becomes undeniable and undisputed, the higher you can charge. So you will always be on this pathway of walking up your pricing as you build your brand. So when can you sell high ticket? We started this episode with who, when, why, how. So who can sell high ticket? Anybody can when they're ready. when it's about timing. High ticket now will be low ticket later. So I used to charge £399 for my high ticket offer. That is now low ticket to me. I used to charge £65 an hour for my VIP one-to-one work when I just started my business. Now, that is what I would put for a tripwire offer. You walk up your pricing as you raise the status of your brand. They are linked. So who, when, why? Why sell high ticket? Because this is where you get to do your best work. I work with clients who are inspirational, they're interesting, they are a commanding presence in their industry. It is where I do my best work because I work closest with them, and you no doubt will be the same. And how? It starts by defining the problem you solve and the person you serve. If you compare those into a high ticket offer and bring in clients that you're excited to work with, who create unbelievable results on the back of the work you do together, then and only then you'll be able to sell really high ticket sales. So if you want to develop your high ticket offer, if you want to sell out your high ticket offer, then I'm going to make an invite to you. I'm going to help you find 50K. This is an elite, potent, one-to-one sales strategy call with me. If you want to apply for one of these, send me a DM on Instagram saying sales ready to apply for one of my Find 50K strategy calls, and we'll go from there. Thank you for being here. Follow and subscribe. More Than Sales with Enfys, and I'll see you on the next episode.